All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm on. I think we've got some good volume. Thanks for sticking with us. We've been away for a couple weeks, but hopefully we're back up and running. So I want to go over a few announcements, and I want to try and get right into the game since we skipped a whole week. But of course, I want to give shout outs to all of our sponsors that are out there. And if you look, I know it's a little on here, but it'll be bigger. The game room in Elk Grove here in the greater Sacramento area is a full sponsor of our whole channel. So give them a shout out. They've got some pretty cool escape rooms and stuff like that. So make sure and check them out. Of course, our other ones with the Ambient Realms. I have to say that we're going to do a live broadcast from Great Escape Games this Sunday. Ambient Realms is going to sponsor that, and we're going to put that together. Their Sunday should be about Sunday afternoon. We're going to be a pretty sweet deal. We just had a live event at YOLO Brewing. We're going to do more local events here also, so stay tuned for those. I think, what's the other one called? Fort Rock. We're going to do one in Folsom, so that's coming up next month. Not a lot of live broadcasting from there because, it's really loud and hard to hear when everybody's having drinks and being silly. So, check out Ambient Realms, big sponsor of what we're going to do on Sunday, and we are going to broadcast from there. Check out Huntington's Disease Society of America. They're big advocates of them and also of Autism Speaks. So we want to give them a shout out because they help them out quite a bit. We do always have the Arc Night giveaways. We are working on some other stuff too to give away because we did open up a Amazon t-shirt store. So we have like four different designs of Amazon t-shirts, and they actually came out really, really good. So check them out too. I'll put some links in chat and that kind of stuff. But I want to get to actually some gaming. Let's see if I can look at everyone. There, that's where everybody is, and I will get their mic hot, and I will make sure and we've missed them for 2 weeks. There's a couple new faces, old faces, tried and true faces, all gorgeous people, and we'll get to them.
Hello.
See you in a bit.
Hello and welcome to Generation Hero, the epic superhero saga that takes you through the entirety of comic book history, one issue at a time. And I am wearing our Generation Hero Champions of the Golden Age shirt right now. This is Sentinels of the Silver Age, Episode 3. After breaking bad with our supervillain friends, we're back to some of our familiar heroes. And let's go around and meet the heroes. We're unfortunately short one, but we got some special guests who are going to be coming in and joining us.
They're special. We're going to get sued.
Let's start with Marvin. So tell us, kind of remind us who you are, who your hero is, what their powers are, and sort of what they're doing on this new team.
Yeah, well, I'm Marvin, and I played the sensational cloud singer, Richard Mandela's protege of Sky Dancer. I briefly forgot my own hero's name.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
It's been a while. But yeah, he's the protege of Sky Dancer. He has the powers of sound manipulation and also has access to all the tech his mentor has. And he's kind of taken it upon himself to be kind of the team leader of, our heroes right here. Mostly because, considering what happened in their last mission, somebody needs to.
Definitely. After that, we have Kat.
Hi, I'm Kat. My character's name is Troublegum. She's from Hoboken, New Jersey. Go Eagles. Not the ones from Philly, but my high school. That was their mascot. There's a lot of things named the Eagles, okay? Anyway, so I used to be a person, and now I'm a sentient bubblegum, and apparently I cause trouble, hence the name Troublegum. But you know what? In my defense, I am the fine pink line between law and order and everybody being high on LSD all the time. So, Century City.
Sentinel City.
Sentinel City, whatever your name is. Sentinel City, you're welcome.
And speaking of getting everybody high on LSD all the time, we have Lucy.
Yeah, so I'm Lucy. I'm playing DXG. He still doesn't really have his memories, but basically he woke up in a burning lab, or a house, and he was wandering around, and then he found this group of young people and also a janitor. And so he just went along with it. And he's pretty neutral, but then the last time he was tricked by a member of his own team. And so now he has kind of drawn away from the team and has become less attached to others in this.
It's true, kind of forging his own way and trying to kind of come to terms with what he really is.
Why did I have to get him away from the team, though?
Well, you have no team
What was
anymore.
he doing?
It's something, I guess.
I thought everybody grew away from the team.
Yeah,
That's
last
what I-
time, we'll go over it. But it got a little rough there. These two gentlemen were some super villains in our Generation Villain one-shot, but this time they're on the right side of the law.
Finally playing the heroes.
And they're playing heroes. So, Nick, who is introduce yourself and your hero?
Hi, I'm Nick. I will be playing Alan Rayner. He is let's say, an asset to the CIA. He's sort of your powered superhero, trying to be a superhero kind of a thing, and trying to find who he is. Let's say he's taken a lot of forms.
Yeah, I'll keep that one a little vague. I think that might more will be revealed as the game continues.
Yes.
But for now, you guys know him as Alan Rayner, a CIA agent. And after that, Michael.
I'm playing a 18-year-old kid from New York named Jason. I'll be playing out of the Legacy playbook. And he's just looking for his missing friend.
Yes.
Pretty much the gist of it.
Also, it's interesting you both have I'm a normal guy for both of you. But yeah, there's going to be some reveals that come in with these characters, so very, very excited about that. And those reveals will come into play because what happened last time was that things got a little crazy. You were kind of sent to infiltrate, spy on this wedding that the guerrilla mafia in Sentinel City was having. You discovered that it was an opportunity for Don Kong to sell a mysterious object called the Fang, this kind of glowing triangle that had a connection to Agent Orange's staff. He sold the Fang to a group called Spider, who then betrayed him. But then Spider, the evil supervillain organization, was later betrayed by none other than Billy Acknow. Now, Billy Acknow is a strange candy magnate, a tycoon of sweets, who controls a private island, Sweet Island, where he has his sort of candy empire. Troublegum, maybe you could tell us a little bit, because you have a prior relationship with Billy.
I do, yeah. So my mother used to work out in his factory before he replaced all the workers with yum-yums. At any rate, so my mom brought me home some gum one time that she thought was like normal gum, but it ended up it was some weird experimental crap. And that's what turned me into a gum monster. And the people at the Acknow Candy Corporation helped me learn to deal with my strange new form. Apparently some other kids had taken a factory tour earlier and something very similar had happened to one of them. So, they knew how to deal with it a little bit better, but you know what? Maybe don't make experimental gum that turns kids into monsters. I mean, I don't want to tell anyone how to run their business, but it doesn't seem like a practical business model.
It certainly does not, but maybe Acknow's into more than just selling sweets. Because he stole the Fang, a kind of sleazy chimp hitman named Chimpetto was responsible for the betrayal, handed over the Fang, and then he returned in his submarine to Sweet Island. After that, he sent out a bunch of invitations to organizations across the world. He sent one to Spider. He sent one to the CIA. He sent one to the Society of Sentinels, which is your guys' superhero organization, and to numerous other countries and kind of spy groups across the globe, asking them to come to Sweet Isle for a auction where he would be selling the Fang to the highest bidder. And that is where we start. Usually, Agent Orange, played by Eric, will be coming with you, but something strange is going on with him. When you guys try to get him out of his special sanctum in the subways of Sentinel City, he's like not answering. And there's a kind of weird greenish force field sort of forming a cocoon around the door, and you're not able to get in. Unfortunately, Eric can't join us. You guys will have to see that he's something is in the air, and it's unfortunately affecting him. So he's going to be kind of have to sit this one out. But hopefully next time, Agent Orange will have recovered and will be ready to save the world. So after that, you three head to Sweet Island. How exactly are you getting there? It's this kind of island out in the middle of the ocean.
How else? Flying spaceship.
That's the only way to travel.
Of course, I need to phone up the old man to actually lend it to me, so give me a sec.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll for it, actually.
But it makes it so much better.
It does make it a little better. I mean, you can. What do you say to him when you ask to borrow? He's going to agree, because I like the idea of you guys arriving in a UFO.
Let's see. Okay, we can go by boat, right? But wouldn't it be a better impression to take the team in the official spaceship? Well, not an official spaceship, it's yours, but an official way. So we can actually be a team, for once. Trouble.
Hey. Don't look at me. He was trying to, like, dose everybody with LSD. Is that what you want? People getting dosed with
That
LSD?
is a good point.
It would have been fine. Everyone would have
DSG,
just
stop
been
giving
happy.
everyone LSD.
Thank you.
Stop fighting with DSG.
I won't fight with DSG if he doesn't keep trying to, like, mess everybody's freaking minds up.
It's a great drug. I don't know what you're talking about. It helps people.
Okay, I don't want you coming anywhere near Double Trouble with that. I don't want you coming anywhere near Baby Bubble with that.
Who's Double Trouble?
Double Trouble's my husband and Baby Bubble's my kid. You guys
What?
gotta keep up.
Wait,
Wait,
oh,
what?
she made the bubble. She made
What?
gum people.
What the hell did this happen?
Yesterday sometime. I don't know, about 5.
Trouble. I understand that you might be going through some stuff. I mean, your boyfriend died and
He
everything, but
didn't.
this is not.
He didn't die. He's Double Trouble now. Okay.
Okay, it's
He's Double Trouble, and we have a kid named Baby Bubble.
Okay, baby bubble.
Okay. Everything's great.
Son, Cloud Singer, I'm going to speak from experience here.
What did I say?
Sometimes your team is made up of some extreme personalities.
Yeah, I know.
You've got to, being a leader, you got to meet them where they are. You got to be kind to them and work with them to help them become a team. Understanding will make you a better leader than just command. But yes,
DSG.
Understand the LSD. That's what he's
Maybe
saying.
at some point.
don't
I'll try
take
to-
LSD, son. Sorry, Mark, what were you saying?
He's still on the phone.
Yeah, he got on speaker, I assume.
No, I wasn't going to take the LSD, but I'm trying to understand.
Very good.
Some people might not want the LSD. Some people might actually get hooked on the LSD.
You know what really helped me get my life straight was getting a family yesterday.
Yeah, that, on the other hand, how old are you?
It's 18.
Okay, so, hey, you're an adult, you do you, and everything, but I implore you, seek help. You might need it.
Like,
Counseling. And
Also,
learn.
there's like no room in the UFO for her family,
Yeah,
right?
we
I
can't
mean,
take
I'm not bringing my family on a dangerous mission.
Okay.
I'm very progressive, so, you know, Double Trouble's gonna stay home with Baby Bubble, you know? And tomorrow she might be 12, I don't care. But, what?
12?
I mean, babies are cute, but, the poop.
None of them.
And with that interesting image in our head,
We'll pick them up some candy from the island.
we'll cut ahead. You guys pile in the UFO. You travel to Sweet Island, this weird kind of tropical island with a strange sort of volcanic formation in the center. And you can see the whole place is kind of covered by this fantastic looking factory. There's a big thing with smokestacks, kind of like a weird sort of fairy tale castle. It all has a kind of a sort of a mix of different architectural styles smushed together and sort of coating this island. There is a kind of loading bay in the center, and your UFO zooms over, settles down, and you enter a land of pure imagination. It's a spun, sugar, snowy sort of forest. There's trees, there's snow, there's rock formations. Everything there is made out of spun sugar and candy. And there's kind of a spun sugar courtyard, a square with different colored cobblestones of sugar right there in the center where your UFO lands. And the Yum-Yums kind of direct you out. The Yum-Yums are the sort of short people with like large, round candy faces. Some of them are peppermints, others are chocolates. And these are the candy manufactured servants, slaves, some might say, of Billy Acknow. And they usher you over to sort of this spun sugar square where everybody is waiting for the auction to begin. And you can see quite a few other individuals have been invited. You do notice, you were told ahead of time by Professor Diesel, who's sort of your mentor, your team handler, the CIA was going to send someone there to work with you. And you do see him as you enter this white spun sugar area. So, Agent Rainier, do you want to kind of describe what your guy looks like and what you're doing, and then I'll talk about some of the others who are there.
Well, my guy pretty much looks like me. He's a little disheveled. He's a little less done up than I am. I was originally thinking that he was going to have like all sorts of different colors, but I'm pretty sure he likes red and black, so I'm going to go with that. But he's just sort of looking around, kind of almost in fascination in this world that he's experiencing. And upon noticing you guys, he sort of goes up to you and is like, "Hello, my name is Alan Rayner. I will be working with you all. I look forward to it. Should be an interesting experience."
You're the CIA guy, right?
That is correct. I am an asset to the CIA. I think this is my first official group mission, but I've been working with the CIA for a little bit of time now, so.
It's nice to meet you, Al.
Very nice to meet you.
Also there, but perhaps hidden, is our young Jason. So, Jason, why have you come to Sweet Island?
Well, back when he was in school, he made friends with some of the other younger classmen. He graduated, and he got a call from some parents about their daughter went missing. Their daughter Nadia. So, through some just digging here, digging there, and roughing up a few people in an alley, he found out that she had gotten kidnapped and was taken away.
Kidnapped by Yum-Yums. And they brought her to Sweet Island. So you have you got the island, you've infiltrated it, you're kind of hiding in this sort of spun sugar forest. Are you making your presence known, or?
Well, he's trying to scope out the area. If everyone else is dressed normal, then he's just gonna kind of walk up and.
As normal.
I mean,
as
you
we're dressed.
know,
Yeah,
Not too
there's some
abnormal.
colorful characters there for sure.
Yeah, DXG is just hanging back and he's like eyeing the both of you, and then
if there's just a bunch of people, he's just gonna walk into the crowd.
Okay, so you know some of the other people there. A character who Kat previously played, Battle Girl Potemkin. She was once called. Now she is Comrade O. She is kind of like a lean, wearing with the blonde, very bright blonde hair and a tight bun, wearing like a black sort of KGB uniform. She's kind of standing off to the side, and when she notices you from the CIA, she's just like, imperialist dog.
I give her a quick wave. I don't know if she really knows Cloud Singer.
She likes Cloud Singer.
Yeah, she gives you a very polite nod. Like she's glad to see you there. Also, someone who is happy to see you there is Agent Cog, who is kind of the descendant of the Clockwork Man, who was fighting for the British Empire in World War II. He's a little bit leaner than his kind of rotund, steam-powered.
Big Ben.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask.
Big Ben, yes, I remember his name. Yeah, Agent Cog is a lot leaner. He's wearing a very nice suit, and he, of course, approaches you guys, and he's like, "Well, it appears the Americans have sent some representatives as well.
It's very nice to meet you, and you are...
Nice to meet you
your
as
name
well.
is Agent Cog?
Cog. Agent Cog. A pleasure, of course.
Of course.
Hey, that woman over there, she's the Rusky that the statue's in the place, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, indeed. Comrade O, I believe she's called now. If I were you, I'd give her a wide berth. She hits quite hard. You also notice, from Atlantis, a large fish woman. She's almost the size of Major Merman, or Monarch Merman, the current reigning king of Atlantis. This is Gloria Guppy. She is the daughter of the Prime Minister. Prime Minister Guppy. She's taken the family name, but she's like kind of, you know, a muscular fish woman wearing some Royal Atlantean dress, and she's got some of those Atlanteans, like a trident kind of leaning on her shoulder, and one of those cool curved Atlantean swords. And she's sort of, you know, she's moving around with the various guests to Sweet Island talking. She heads over to you because she recognizes, you know, she knows that Cloud Singer is the protege of Skydancer. And she says, happy to see you here.
Yeah, glad to meet you.
Our parents work together, or not my parents, but my king, and your uncle, mentor.
He's more of my guardian.
Mm-hmm. Well, Monarch Merman's kind of my guardian.
So we're in the same boat. So you know how it goes.
I would think so. I mean, I'm a fish, swim under the boat, kind of. Just, you know, putting that out there. But yeah. This bubblegum girl gets it. And then finally,
Okay. Yeah.
you see two individuals who you probably are not on great terms with. One of them is our familiar one cyborg-eyed friend, Air Cyclops.
The Nazis here.
Yes, ex-Nazi, he says. Kind of over here.
Still has the word Nazi in it.
He's with a powerfully built robot who our villains encountered last episode, Tarantula, who is the the multi-armed, heavy weapon-wielding robotic enforcer of Spider. He was just kind of standing silently and looking things over.
I saw him kill Chimpetto, right? Did he kill?
He did not kill.
Chimpetto lived.
Yeah, Chimpetto shot him, actually. Chimpetto shot Air Cyclops.
I was going to ask if I knew about...
Air Cyclops killed Crocodile.
He killed,
right?
yes, he
Okay.
did. He used a laser blast from his eye and burned through Crocodile.
Okay, I did see that.
Okay.
But I didn't really like Crocodile anyway.
I'm wondering if I know that.
Well, you did notice that Crocodile had a big nasty burn in it, and that, I don't know, DXG, how much did you
I
tell?
told her nothing.
Ooh, okay.
So I don't know that he's the guy that killed Rocky.
You do not. He kind of...
Hey, let me roll my mundane to see if
okay. Yeah, maybe you
I
can...
can put two and two together. I
think
keep
so.
forgetting with this. It's you roll 2 dice and then subtract, right?
That's right, for your mundane. You did know that Crocodile had a deal with this guy, and that afterwards Crocodile's dead, so...
On the other hand, it's an 8. Never mind. So 8.
Okay.
Nice.
Alright, so are you doing like the assess? You're asking me a question? Or?
I'm basically assessing whether or not I think that.
Yeah, I mean, that's one question, I think, for 8.
I guess my basic question is, do I think he's the guy that killed Crocodile?
I would say at this point, yes, because you know Crocodile was a little bit... He was happy to work with Spider, but he was also nervous about it, too.
Okay.
And then, the deal's done, Crocodile's dead, and this guy might be responsible.
Cool. Cool.
At the very least, he can give you some answers.
So right now, yeah, I'm gonna attack him.
Oh, right away?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yep, right away.
Well, let me see. Actually, I'm not gonna have one reveal before you do.
Okay.
There might actually be an opportunity for this in what will follow. So hold that thought.
Okay.
We'll say, like, as you're getting ready, the bubble gum is bubbling up to attack.
Yeah.
Suddenly you hear a bunch of trumpets start playing, a bunch of yum-yum feet start crunching in the snow, and several yum-yums come out bearing a big litter with candy cane railings. And on this litter, dressed in a very nice, totally blue and purple suit with some gold highlights, is Billy Acknow himself, who says, "Welcome, everybody, to Sweet Island. I know you've come here to get those sweet tooth urges satisfied. And believe me, sugary delights await. And delights beyond that. For I do indeed have the fame, and the auction for it is coming. But I don't want to give it to just anybody. I want to give it to those of you who can survive." He claps his hands, and with that, some powerful fans start blowing. The jagged rock candy crystals and the spun sugar trees start coming apart, and a blizzard of jagged, dangerous spun sugar chunks is flying everywhere. Billy Acknow, kind of a protective screen comes up on his litters. His yum-yums start carrying away. And he says, "Make it through the tunnel. Those who can survive will get a taste of what's to come."
Wait, he came in through the tunnel.
Yeah, and his kind of, the litter, he's like going back through it right now as this dangerous blizzard unfolds around him.
Crap.
So, in the chaos that follows, what are you guys doing?
I attack our Cyclops.
Okay. Give me a directly engage, I think.
Okay.
He's trying to run through the tunnel to get
That's
the other
an
side. Okay, so with that, you get to pick one, I believe.
I take away his ability to run. Basically, I zap like bubble gum on his feet, holding him to the ground, so that the shards can do their work on him.
Ooh, okay, he plops down. A bunch of shards are like kind of stabbing into him.
Yeah.
For the rest of you guys, how are you surviving this jagged shards? I'll give you a chance to do one thing before the shards start striking home and hurting you. And actually, Troublegum, you already did your thing, so you're taking a powerful blow. Let's see what happens there. Yeah. So what are you guys doing to avoid these?
Sound barrier.
Okay. So you give me an unleash your powers.
I'm gonna create a moat, so I'm gonna create a barrier between me and the jagged.
Okay.
11.
All right, you are safe. You're not taking a powerful blow. How do you do, DHG?
Wait, I thought 11 is bad.
Oh no, that was for taking a powerful blow.
Oh.
Oh, that was
You can do.
I'm confused.
No, I was
Yes.
unleashing my powers.
Yes, you Troublegum are taking powerful blow because you can do one thing before the crystals start hurting you, and
Yeah.
you chose to attack
Yeah.
Air Cyclops.
I
So
want him
you,
to get hurt.
Yes, so you are taking that powerful blow.
Oh, yeah. And,
Agent Rainier. Actually, let's have Cat do the powerful blow because maybe.
Yeah.
Actually,
Or you can just need a helper, perhaps.
possibly.
you
How
can
close
see
would
some-
you see? Would you say that I am to her?
You're standing definitely really close to her.
Okay.
You can see those crystal shards, like as she's reaching over and
I
hitting
would
Air Cyclops.
like
The shards
to
are coming down.
fly in front of her and make a plasma barrier around both of us.
Okay, give me a defend.
We are really good at making barriers.
Oh no.
How'd you do?
And I chanced
Plus Savior?
Yeah.
That's a 3.
it.
So I have a question for you. Can I
Actually,
defend a defender?
You can defend him or her. You got to choose, Mr. Jason.
I gotta choose. Okay. Well, I'll just put it simply: who was I closer to?
I'll say you're kind of closer to him at this point.
All right. You'll just look for anything that's around. I know there was a bunch of stuff, so maybe possibly a table or something. Just push it and move it.
Yeah, there are some furnishings. Okay, give me a defend with that to kind of block these spiky shards heading down.
That would be a 6. So yeah.
Okay. So for defend, I don't have the
Yeah,
sheet
no,
in front of me.
Defend is.
But I
gotta
think
be
a
on
6,
seven, it's a
you got to do a
miss.
little better
Yeah,
than that.
That's a miss. So I just throw a table. It applies.
All right.
You do mark potential.
Yes.
Yes, every time you fail. So, and you're marking potential too, Nick, for that failure. Okay. So you're taking the powerful blow. You're taking the powerful blow, and you are taking the powerful blow. So
Yeah,
let's
and
roll.
I rolled a 7. So
Okay, you're picking the one option from the lower
See,
list.
These dice
Yeah.
Could be worse. Could be a lot worse.
Okay, that's a lot better.
All right.
I don't understand how provoking a teammate works. I don't understand that.
It's you're trying to get a teammate to do something.
Okay, well, I'm gonna provoke a teammate of like, this son of a bitch has done enough already. He dies now.
Well, we tried killing him, but he keeps coming back.
Well, so that's my provoking. I don't know if I need to roll something or whatever.
You can't. You have influence over him because that might come into it. Okay. Well.
The only one who's got an influence is Agent Orange, who was not here.
All right. Yeah, you can try and roll a provoke, but it's it's a tricky.
Was that a superior?
Yeah, it's a tricky thing to do. I think you got to roll a little high for it, especially if he's not into it at all.
Yeah.
Is this one scene, like...
Hey, I failed.
Does the scene continue into the tunnel, or is this the...
The blizzard, once you get in the tunnel, you're safe.
Okay, so I get, like, more...
All right.
Scene.
Also, you're able to dash over the tunnel, kind of abandoning your teammates.
Well, I was gonna do a reality storm for the Yum-Yums who are leaving.
Oh,
Because
okay.
they're carrying his little...
Yeah, his litter. Well, they're already further ahead. They're not really within range right now.
But the
They've kind of
XG
moved
has
on.
the right idea. Head into that tunnel.
Yep. So amongst the others, Comrade O's done okay. Like a bunch of, spike... I keep on saying, a bunch of spiky crystals race down. She just goes... and smashes her way through. She barrels her way through the tunnel. Gloria Guppy does some cool acrobatics and is able to dodge through. However, Agent Cog, he starts trying to run, and a large spike of rock candy stabs through his leg and kind of pins him to the ground, so he is trapped as well.
I have a construct. I can make a person with whatever, and then help it pull it out.
You're going to go save Agent Cog?
Well, I don't need to. The construct does.
The construct will. Okay. Why don't you roll Unleash Your Powers for that?
I don't need to, because I
okay.
have 3 burns.
Oh, right. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. So your construct rests over, frees Agent Cog, and he manages to scramble his way into the tunnel. Cloud Singer, what are you doing?
Still got the barrier up. Is anyone still outside?
I would say these 3 are. Yes.
I got a 9 on the taking powerful blow.
Ooh,
So,
okay.
I think I'm gonna struggle past it and get 2
You're
missions.
marking 2? Okay. So I'm going to say that despite your efforts to kind of help your friend free yourself, maybe some of these crystal shards don't quite stab into you, but like some of them punch into your coat and are sort of pinning you to the ground. And if you are not helped, very soon these razor sharp sugar crystals will slice and dice you to pieces.
Yeah. And that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm trying to encompass all 3 of you into the barrier.
I took powerful blow as well. And
How'd you do?
I also rolled a 9.
Not
So,
great.
I will be giving ground.
Okay.
So I'm... Yeah.
Yes. I will say additionally, or actually what happens to you is you're kind of running to get to the tunnel to get away. You near Air Cyclops, and then suddenly a metal hand slams into your shoulder, electrocutes you. You're blasted with energy from a tarantula, and you are kind of knocked down for a little bit. He rushes over to Air Cyclops, pulls him away, and starts tugging him into the tunnel.
Dang.
Alright, so you are still out there, Cloud Singer. What do you do?
Like I said, encompassing all 3 of you into the barrier, and we are going to move into the tunnel.
Okay, give me an Unleash.
I believe I need to be freed first. Give me a
Yeah,
second. I'm
anyone
going
can
to
help him up.
No, I'm actually going to superheat the crystal shards.
Ooh, so you're actually seeing some superpowers from you. It's
Would that be
apparently
Unleash?
normal CIA man.
Apparently normal.
I said I was an asset. I didn't say why.
Yes,
so
give me
that'd
Unleash
be
Your Powers.
All right. Oh my god.
A failure.
3.
Mark more potential.
Mark potential. I mean, at least you're leveling up. So you can see his hands glow, but then what happens?
Doesn't quite get hot enough, so it's sort of they're still there.
All right.
So
Oh, dear.
What are you gonna do, Cloud Singer, or DXG maybe?
So how far? I can still see this?
Yeah, you're in the mouth of
Okay.
the tunnel.
But
Trouble
they're
might be
behind
able
the
to help too
barrier.
if you have something you can do.
Well, there's something
Yeah.
that I want to do, but I don't know how helpful it's going to be to anybody.
you got 2 friends that need
Listen
help.
to the sound of my voice. We need help.
Okay, but I don't know what you guys need.
All right. What's your character's name now?
Alan Rayner.
Alan. Alan needs to be freed.
And
And
this guy.
This
I
guy.
haven't even met. Yeah, we haven't even met.
I,
You just saw me
This
throw it.
guy,
You saw me
this
try
guy.
to defend him.
okay.
Okay.
At least he's trying to help us, so we should save him. And Trouble's kind of messed up at the moment.
These two are dead.
Okay.
So please help. I'm trying to keep everyone alive.
Okay. But they're in the way, so if I blast things, you guys will be in.
Maybe you could not blast things.
I just really like Reality Storm. Okay. So I'll create another construct. And I guess if I free one of you, then you guys can help each other. So I'll have the construct free him.
Are they trapped in some way?
He got zapped and knocked down by Tarantula.
Oh,
He is
okay.
pinned in place by some crystal shards.
Okay.
But now the construct rushes over, and what does it do, Lucy?
It just, well, actually, it is made of, like, it's glowing, so it's cosmic energy. It takes, it just, like, kind of holds it, and then you see it kind of shimmer, and then it goes away.
Just a big kind of dusty cloud of sugar. You are free.
Alrighty.
All right, so you can do something. You got a kind of sort of stunned and unconscious Jason over there. And Troublegun, what's your status?
My status is still trying to stop Cyclops from getting out the door.
Well, a little too late for that. He's already made it. Tarantula's hauled him up and kind of carried him through the tunnel.
Okay, then I'm in the tunnel and I'm attacking him again.
Okay.
And I'm trying.
And in fact, I've got like crystal shards all jammed into my arms now to like make the attacks deadlier.
Ooh. All right. Give me a direct lean. Well, let's have you guys help each other, perhaps.
Yeah, I was gonna.
And then we'll do the
go
battle in
and
the tunnel.
Help him up.
Okay,
Noticing
so a
that
lot
he
of stuff
tried
has
to-
gotten to happen without me doing anything.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, I'm really sorry. Okay.
fine.
Yeah. We'll have Troublegun go first.
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
You're right, because I've been
That's
through it a
fine.
while.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm attacking him.
All right. He's still dazed from your, or at least a little stunned from your first gummy attack.
Actually, is there... This is a weird thing that I'm going to ask. Can I actually attack him in such a way that gum wraps around his head, cutting off his ability to breathe?
Ooh.
And if so, is that more of a freak thing than it is a direct attack thing?
Yeah, I'm going to say that's unleash your powers.
Okay.
That's a cool idea. It's a good use of your powers. It's creative.
No.
So let's see. So that is 11.
Whoa, okay. So he is gummed up.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, blah, blah.
Yeah. And it's like basically, if you were to kill somebody by pouring glue into their nose and their mouth, that's what's happened to him now. He has like a completely obstructed airway.
Yeah, so his body, he's like shaking, he's wiggling around. Tarantula just grabs him up, kind of throws him over his shoulder, and his legs extend, and he starts racing along at a much faster speed and hurrying down the tunnel.
Right. Yeah, and I just blocked him.
Okay,
And then
back,
she does this and her hand regrows.
ooh, back to you guys in the, still in the sponge sugar crystal storm.
Yeah, so I'm gonna help him up and sort of be like, I see what you did. It was a valiant attempt, but it seems we must go.
I heard you were CIA. I figured if I gave you a hand, you'd give me a hand. Just,
Is that how it works?
I don't know.
It kind of does. I mean, an eye for an eye and for a hand.
Oh, good to know.
Good to know. Yes. Now let's get out of the Death Store.
Of course. Lead on, since you seem to be the one protecting us.
Right.
Yes, he
So-
protected you. I didn't say that. I didn't hear
He has
it.
the barrier. He has the
We'll start
barrier.
heading toward the tunnel.
Right. We'll say you shelter under his barrier,
Yes.
and all three of you make it through the tunnel.
Don't need to roll savior or anything.
I think it's okay at this point, because you already have the barrier
Hey,
going.
you're Cloud Singer, aren't you?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Nice.
Sorry, little start. So he's a hero.
Yes.
I know.
That's-
Thanks for that. That is the first time someone mentioned I'm the hero, not the old man.
Wait, how
But
old
yeah,
are you?
thanks.
I'm Jason.
Jason. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Richard.
I hadn't actually thought about that. He's probably around.
Older than 18.
Well,
You're like,
apparently.
oh, he's just a guy.
Yeah.
Just a normal guy. So, this normal
Say-
guy,
Yeah, I'd say to sort of, since he knew that he was working with essentially teenagers, he'd probably be in a form that would be more around like 1920.
okay. So this normal guy, and Cloud Singer make it through the tunnel. Everybody's a bit kind of clumped up together, and they walk together out into the next area. Tarantula is still carrying the body of Air Cyclops, which is kind of shaking around. And Tarantula is trying to grab some blades are popping out of his hand. He's trying to cut his way through, but it's not quite working.
Yeah.
And then you hear a song, which is like yum, 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 yum. And a bunch of yum-yums come out, and they grab Air Cyclops' body. And Billy Acknow says, "Oh, looks like we have the first person out." And one of my proteges, one of my own creations, was the one who gummed up his works.
She makes herself suddenly have a pink dress and does a curtsy, and then back to herself again.
Oh, Troublegum. A little pink in the face from embarrassment, perhaps, at returning to the site of your creation?
It's a living.
It certainly is. Well, chew over this. I'm very happy to have you back, and I'm glad to see that you're putting your gummy powers to good use. But in my Candy Kingdom, only one person can hold the crown, and his name is Billy Acknow.
Is he in the open now?
No, it's just his voice is coming from some speakers.
Okay.
You're actually in a whole new area. The tunnel has exited into a clearing in a lollipop forest. There's large sticks instead of trees, big round lollipops. Some are star-shaped, some are square, all different kinds. And you can't see the end of it. This is a very dense forest. There's a bunch of random trails kind of going their way through the forest. Billy Acknow says, "Before we reach the next chamber where I believe the first auction will take place, I have a little bit of a maze for you suckers. Split up, travel through, and the first person to make it out will be the first person to offer money for what I have on auction. And believe me, it's a little dish you can't wait to sink your teeth into. Good luck." And the Yum-Yums have carried off Air Cyclops, is still slightly struggling, or maybe it's just tremoring body into a hole in the lollipop forest, which is then fills up as the lollipops kind of move and shift.
I wonder, if I killed him, does that mean that Billy technically killed him because he created me? Do I have free will?
Yes. Even mate, you have a family trouble.
Oh, yeah. But to be fair, they're a placebo based on the fact that he killed my actual fiancé.
Damn. But I got nothing.
It's okay. I promise I ain't gonna kill any of the rest of you. Unless I find out that you're responsible for the death of any other loved ones, in which case I probably will.
Comrade O is like,
She's having
"You
some
could
problems
try,
right now.
you would not succeed." And with that, she breaks into run and starts smashing her way through the forest, just ripping off lollipop sticks and dashing her way through.
Scares me every time I see that.
I'm gonna turn into... Oh, sorry, I'll let somebody else go.
Yeah, so how are you guys going to make your way through this dense forest?
Well, now Lord Potemkin is making a nice clearing,
Well, the thing is, that as she goes through, the lollipops kind of fill it in behind her.
but it's a maze.
Yeah, it's sort of a maze, and it's always reshifting. The lollipops are moving around. So there is enough of a trail you can go through it, but like once you go through, it closes behind you. So navigating it is tricky, and staying together could be even trickier.
I'm just gonna fly over it.
All
I
right.
was coming up with a similar solution.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just fly over it and tell you guys the right path to take.
Well, remember, there's not a right path because it's always reshaping. It's reforming.
A path to
As he said those particular words, Jason thinks that Nadia might be what he's talking about. So he will say, "Awesome to meet you, Troublegum, pleasure," and take off as fast as he can into one of the open lanes.
Okay. So,
Wait, you sure you want to do that?
well, you can. I mean, you hear him calling after you, so you can go back if you want to. But
Nope, he is
Or not?
as fast as
I
he
mean,
can.
it's not like you can get away from my voice. I can hear where you're going.
all right, so you're flying. You've got your jetpack. I'm not going to make you roll for it. You lift up and you soar over the lollipops.
Alright, so
DXG, what are you doing? And then we'll
I'm
have
going
Troublegum and
to
then
try to
Rainier.
use my cosmic powers to blast through and then create 2 moats on each side so they don't form back.
Ooh, okay. Give me an Unleash Your Powers.
So that's a 13.
Whoa, okay. You blast a really cool, very clear path through, and you start walking your way through. And when you get about halfway through, something happens. We'll get back to you. Troublegum, what do you do?
So I turn to Rainier.
Mm-hmm.
Turn to Rainer and go, take my hand. Trust me.
Okay.
And basically what I'm doing is she kind of uncompresses herself into a giant slinky
Whoa.
that can like move over the lollipops easily. But I'm being very delicate with you so that I'm not just like slamming you in the ground over and over again. It's a little bit nauseating because you go like taking off through the air and then come down. But
I will tell you, I can fly and take a different shape.
oh, never mind. I let you go. I let you go after one thing.
All right, give me an Unleash Your Powers for this slinky thing, and then we'll see if you can do Unleash Your Powers for the flight.
Well,
So-
it's just.
Or actually, no, it would be as easy as his jetpack,
Yeah.
so you don't need to roll for that.
So 11.
All right, you do it, and you also make it about halfway through before something happens.
Okay.
You're soaring across easily. DXG, as you're blazing your way through the lollipops and melted lollipop streams are floating behind you, suddenly you sort of turn a corner and a slightly flickering image of Billy Acknow appears in front of you. And he says, Dr. Xander Good, I believe? That's a name, but what is a name? A rose by any other name would smell as sweet. And you smell like cinnamon. Fiery, spicy, and yet delicious. Am I right?
I think he likes you.
I have no idea what he's saying because I've never read Shakespeare or anything. So I'm just like, I'm gonna try to blast him.
Well, he's just a hologram.
Well, I don't know if I know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, blast.
Yeah, I'm gonna just use the same move and just.
All right, you just like a whole bunch. Your blast goes through him. The image flickers, and a whole bunch of lollipops behind him blow apart. And he looks around at it, and he's like, that is what I'm talking about. You see, I know you, DXG, or more importantly, I know what you really are. I know there's a fire inside of you, and I want that cinnamon burn. We're gonna talk soon. And I want to be able to see you as you really are. Because, let's be honest, when you get the candy, nobody cares about the wrapper, and his holographic hand is like playing over your skin. This old thing has to come right off because you want the sweet treat underneath. And I want to see some of that sweetness in action right now. And he flickers away.
He's touching me in a bad place. My shoulders.
Red touch.
Oh, okay. And now, is that making you uncomfortable?
No.
All right. Look, trust me. There's nothing sexual in what he wants. Nothing sexual in what he wants for you. You do see something behind him, though, as his hologram disappears. There are 3 giant gummy bears. And they roar, and they have actual sharp gummy teeth and claws. And they advance on you.
Just me.
So far.
Okay.
Flying people can see that she's about to be attacked by these gummy bears. Meanwhile, Troublegum,
Yeah.
as you're zooming along, you hear a voice calling out, saying, "Excuse me? Excuse me, bubblegum lady?"
I land and try to reshape myself. And I do.
Okay, you land in kind of a little clearing.
Yeah.
And what is there is very strange. It is a boy who you remember from the tour. Or actually, you didn't actually take the tour, but you kind of knew about it. Your mom told you about it. And she definitely mentioned this unfortunate soul. His name is Pavel Plumph.
Pavel Plump.
Yes. It's Plumph. He was once an innocent German boy who liked to eat a lot. But he's been changed. Like you, he's been turned into candy. Particularly an Easter egg. He is like a child. He is a human-sized, I guess teenager, Easter egg man. With, icing eyes, big chocolatey skin, little bow tie. And when his mouth opens, you can see caramel inside.
Oh, jeez. He really messed you up good, didn't he?
Oh, he certainly did. But I can't say you did much better. You are bubblegum.
True.
It is troubling for both of us.
Yeah, well, it's a bad tour.
I would say so.
Yeah, shouldn't have done it.
It was supposed to demonstrate the sin of greed, but I think I've learned my lesson, and yet he will not turn me back.
He helped me out more than the rest of you because my only punishment was the fact that my mother's dumb. But yeah, I don't think he knows how to turn anybody back.
Does he not know, or does he not even care to try?
I mean, I think a little column A, a little column B.
I think it's very much more in the column A.
Yeah.
I've been trapped here a long time, hiding, running from the yum-yums. And I've learned something. Billy Acknow has no desire at all to turn anybody back from candy. In fact, he much prefers everyone as candy.
Are you saying he wants to turn the whole world into candy?
Something like that. And perhaps that's why he's having this whole auction. You really think Billy Acknow cares about money?
No, I don't think Billy Acknow cares about money.
And the Fang, that weird item, I'm not sure what he intends to do with it. But he brought all of you here, not so you could be in some weird auction, but so you could be on some kind of delicious plate of mixed sweets like me.
It's good to know. Do you want help getting out of here?
Yes!
Take my hand.
I haven't seen my family in so long. Delicious caramel tears come down his face.
So I'm doing the slinky thing with him that I was planning on doing before.
All right, give me Unleash Your Powers. Let's see how that goes, because I can imagine this going wrong in a lot of
This might
ways.
go really badly.
Oh, I hope it does. How's
Wait, hold on though.
Oh, you have a kind of a move that can help?
No, but I do have a +3 free.
All right.
So it's still a 7.
Okay, so that means you succeed, but in a limited way, which is
Right.
kind of what I was hoping for. So you get like most of the way across, and you able to get across. However, due to those caramel tears, poor Pavel Plump was a little slick. He fell off and he lands in a tree, or he lands on a lollipop next to her, and one of those gummy bears goes after him. And he's like bouncing back and forth on that stick, being like, "Help me!" as this gummy bear is raising his claws and trying to get him.
How big is the gummy bear?
They're like grizzly bear, bigger. They're huge.
Okay, so are we all basically converging on the same thing except for Jason?
Well, Jason, would you
I was
think...
going to say, as soon as he got out of sight, he was booking it like he'd never booked it before, and he would induce his legendary speed at that point
Okay.
to go through the maze.
All right, and roll. This
Maybe
would be
that'll catch him up.
This would be Unleash Your Powers.
That'll be a 13.
All right, so you zoom all the way through. As you're running with your magical speed through the maze, you can hear a few things. You do hear Pavel Plump's cries for help, and you hear the roars of the gummy bears as they're surrounding DXG. You also hear curses and insults in Russian, and you can realize that it is Comrade O who is been kind of cornered by two of these gummy bears, and she's sort of battling them to a standstill. But unfortunately, despite her strength, she is outnumbered, and she might need a little bit of help getting out of it. The other ones you don't quite see, but you're pretty sure they're in the maze too somewhere.
Okay.
So, Flair, or Nick.
Either way.
Rainier, I don't know if you want to reveal your name. It might even be on the screen for all to see.
It is. But
Okay, so good. I'm glad I'm not spoiling anything.
It's a code name, so given by the CIA.
That's right, for a totally normal human CIA agent
We already know
fly.
he can fly.
who can fly.
He doesn't have a jetpack like this one.
Yep. Well, how do you fly exactly? What does that look like?
Is it a jetpack you have? Or?
Yeah. I think for the
Same
sake of
design, too.
things, I'm going to reveal the fact that I can obviously change shape, and a pair of wings grow out of my back.
Ooh, all right, very cool. As you are flying with those wings over the forest, you also notice these two scenes of gummy bear chaos unfolding below you. So what do you do?
Realizing the conditions that I took are
Yeah, it could be a little rough.
Yeah.
Don't forget you can burn them off, though.
Yes, there are ways.
Yeah.
If you look in that book, it will tell you what you
Yeah.
need to do to get rid of them.
Well, one of them, I have hopeless and insecure right now, so I'm not really sure how to fling myself into easy relief right now.
Well, there's always a CLS.
That's true. DXG did offer you some earlier.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I mean, I think
Oh,
I think it's really easy to
Never
take
mind.
foolhardy action without consulting your team right now.
Kind of. But I'm not really sure. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna sort of...
You want us to come back to you, or you kind of decide
Yeah.
how you're going to approach this problem? All right, Cloud Singer, you're also flying around. You see these two scenes of gummy bear chaos. What do you do?
Well, normally, do I see, I forgot your character's name again, Nick.
Alan.
Alan. I see Alan flying about. I
Yeah,
go,
you're kind
"Alright."
of flying a little bit. You're maybe a little bit ahead of him because you sort of you took off earlier.
Yeah. So there's two of us and two situations. We can split up.
Could be a split the party. Could be always works out.
Always works out. Yeah. I think before he really says anything, I'm just gonna fly down to DXG and just take one of the bears. Basically, see if I can do this, which might not work.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Fly into one of the bears and just superheat it from the inside.
Oh, and okay. I was just gonna be directly engaged because I think you're gonna be taking something from the bear.
That'll be nice.
Yeah.
That's a 12.
Nice.
Whoa. All right. So you get to pick two out of that list.
Okay.
You're taking something from the bear, and you can maybe avoid a blow because the other bears are going to close
Yes. Yeah, let's go with that.
on you. Okay. So what do you take from the bear as you're melting?
They're so.
Yeah, it would be like that.
Well, pretty much they're I guess they're
Their solidity.
yeah.
Their
pretty
gumminess.
much, Yeah.
Yeah. This bear just melts. You were covered in gummy bear goo.
And
Gross,
that
but
was-
also a little tasty.
I would say that it just starts to evaporate. Off of my
Yeah,
body.
it just like steams up off of you. Which
And-
situation are you helping Comrade O, or are you helping DXG situation? Okay, with Pavel Plump there too.
Yeah. Would you say that was sort of without consulting?
I mean, he did kind of tell you to do
I
it.
did
Yeah.
try and be like before he actually.
Yeah, you actually didn't tell him which one you're going to. So I would say that's I mean,
Cool.
you're like before you agreed, you zoom down into
Yeah.
one.
Good choice. Yeah. Great choice.
All right, DXG, what are you doing? These bears are advancing on you.
Well, I gotta roll again to see if I get a charge.
Okay. In the meantime, you're gonna take a powerful blow. I
Okay.
think, as a gummy bear.
Okay, well that
Tries
was for
to-
unleash powers, and that was a 12. But
Okay.
powerful blow.
Yeah, take a powerful blow before that, but yeah, we'll do the. And you can fill up your burn.
That's a 7 for powerful blow.
Okay, so you're taking some mark. You're taking one from the lower list, so it could be worse. And now you're all charged up as this gummy bear is reenacting the Revenant on you, but in a fun candy kind of way.
Okay.
Troublegum, what are you doing? 'Cause you managed to make it through, but then you did drop Pavel Plump in the middle
I
of this.
dropped Pavel Plump on the way. So
Yes.
I would, I guess, be doubling back right now.
You're saying Troublegum's going to double back
What?
on the double?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, well, it seems logical. Right?
Yeah, I'm trying to make a rhyme out of saying
Double trouble.
things. Yeah, double trouble. Yeah, like you said it with Double Trouble and Baby Bubble.
Yeah, double trouble and baby bubble. Becoming a mother's really changed things for me. It's really, really changed my perspective. So I'm going back to help Pavel because I told him I would.
Okay, good idea.
But I'm probably on my way back when DXG unleashes DXG's DXGness.
All right, we'll get back to we'll give you a chance to do
yeah.
the unleashing. Cloud Singer, you've dispatched him to take care of one of those gummy bears. So
I
one's
didn't even
down.
have to tell him. I'm such a good leader.
You got 2 gummy bears left, and you also have the 3 that are battling Comrade O in her center.
Yeah. I'm going to head over to the Comrade O. My team seems to have everything under control.
All right, so what are you doing? She's fighting him to a standstill, and I mean, she might be able to win or might not. It could kind of go either way at this point.
see a giant slinky across the sky.
Yeah, just in the background, you're like kind of looking over your shoulder, seeing this strange.
Yeah, that's
whoop.
So I'm gonna fly right into the midst of the gummy bears. I'm gonna do like a, I don't know, sound grenade. Try to disorient all three of them.
Okay.
And get Kamado an opening.
I think that'd be unleash your powers.
4 and a 5. That
Ooh,
is
wow.
11.
Whoa. Okay. So you fly down. How does your sonic boom kind of work?
You know those death charges that were in, like, I think episode 2 of Attack of the Clones?
Oh, who could forget? But yeah, I think I know what you mean. That like Obi-Wan Kenobi's ship uses or faces.
No, it was the bounty hunters, Jango.
Yeah, and he uses them on Obi-Wan Kenobi, I think.
Yeah.
Django. That's a different.
Different.
So yeah,
I think
like
that
a death
Django. I think
charge.
Django Fett is actually based on Django, the Western character, though. So
Yes.
who then inspired Django Unchained. So well, lots of. There's also Django Reinhardt. There's so many
Who
Djangos.
inspired the original Cowboy Django?
Oh my God. Okay, it's all one big circle.
Going down the Django.
Yes, the Django rabbit hole. So
But yeah, sound death charge.
it blasts out. You can see the gummy bears shaking as their gummy bodies are blasted by the sound. Comrade O used the opportunity to just jump on one, grab its head, and rip it off. And she says, Candy Bear is weak, not like Russian Bear. And then just takes a big bite out of that gummy. And is like, is good.
Is it really?
Tastes raspberry, like victory. I do hope I'm doing Comrade O justice.
I'm doing okay.
Okay. as
She's
she's doing this, another form, a scaly fish form, leaps out. It is Gloria Guppy. She's swinging one of her kind of sickle fish blade into one of the gummy bears and like slices it open. So there's only one left. However, that one is overcome and it's being stunned by the sound wave, and it's coming for you. So back to our main gummy bear fight. Oh yeah, also Jason, have you stopped to help any of these
Yep.
situations?
Make a beeline towards Battle Girl, and as I watch all
okay.
this go down and have the depth charge go off and everything, seeing both of those other two taken out and the other one headed towards him, he'll try to defend him as well. And take
Yeah, the bear's coming straight for him, so definitely a defend would stop it from hitting him. How'd you do?
that would be an 8.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure in the defend sheet it says that's enough to do it.
Yeah.
Just enough, I think. So yes. So how do you defend him from the gummy bear's attack?
He'll run up and just tackle the bear from behind in kind of just going for the legs, since he was already wobbly to begin with, and hopefully knock him off his game.
All right, the bear.
Give an opportunity.
Yeah, the bear slaps down, falls onto its legs, and you are now kind of riding that bear bareback. It's aggressively coming for you, and then you hear a British accented robot voice coming from the lollipops. They're like, the gummy bear seems a bit hungry, old boy. Give it something to snack on. And a grenade with the pin in sails through the air and lands into your hand.
And he'll pull the pin and try to shove it right into its mouth.
Ooh, okay. You guys make people directly engage. 'Cause I'll say instead of taking something, you're giving it something.
Yeah. All right. And that'll be that's danger, right?
Yes.
So it'll be a 9.
Ooh, okay. I think so. With 9 is 9. It happens if there's complications.
It is on a 7 through 9. I can choose one.
Choose one.
Oh,
Choose-
okay.
I pick
Never
one.
mind. Yeah, you're choosing one.
So yeah, I will resist or avoid their blows, I guess, while attempting to do that.
Okay. Yeah. So the bear tries to take a bite out of your hand, but you manage to throw the grenade into its belly. It blows up. You do avoid. Yeah. So you got that explosion sound effect. All of those gummy bears are taken care of. You are knocked clear, and something kind of not so great happens to you, which we'll get back to in a second as you're hurled through this forest. Let's go back to you guys.
So I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna use worship, and so I'm going to take some stars out of the sky and like wrap it around the necks of both of the gummy bears and say, "Fight! Fight and take me to your leader."
Whoa. All right. Sister Midnight used this to great advantage last game, I recall. And it works really well for you, too.
Picked up a girlfriend.
Yeah. And you have picked up 2 bear followers that now fight each other. They just fall into each other, and they're just like hacking, biting, and being welded together into one gooey mess. So because of this, Pavel Plump is saved. He just sort of rolls down and lands back on the ground. He's like, "Whoa, thank you."
But the bear is still up, right?
Yeah, it's now becoming like one weird amalgamation of them both as they're gummily fine together. They're sort of being fused together. So perhaps one of you other 3 could do something to finish them off.
The bears, I'm the only one. Oh, you're in this scene too.
Yeah, you're in the section
I don't know
too.
if I've arrived yet.
I'll say you have. So maybe we'll have you if you want to do something. This would be a good time.
To the bears that are like fused together.
Yeah, because they're still sort of dangerous. They're still flailing out to hit something.
Yeah, that's true.
But they're one solid blow could perhaps finish them both off at this point.
I'm going to see if I can sort of encase them in plasma and microwave them.
Ooh, okay.
That's fine. I'll just pick up Paul and get going.
All right, you just hoist him up. Thank you. Be gentle with my chocolate body, please.
Let's see if I am. Yes.
Cool.
The Unleash Your Powers went much better that time.
Excellent. Flair, how'd you do?
7 for Unleash.
Okay. So, yes, you also managed to do it. You have, you kind of melt through those bears. Or actually, here's the complication.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So, you don't quite melt them away. You very much finish the job that she started fusing them together.
So they're just...
Yeah, and now they formed one two-headed weird monster bear that is not fighting because it's one being, it's one organism, and it worships her. So as you walk around, this weird gelatinous two-headed bear follows you loyally.
All right.
So you have a pet? I don't know exactly what this freakish creation is.
Bear.
Yeah, it's very much a Siamese bear.
I mean, Troublegum can't throw stones at weird candy monsters.
Not with Baby Bubble and Double Trouble following her around. Meanwhile, so the blast from the grenade that took out the bear knocks you through the lollipop forest. Some of them shatter and smash over. You're actually going to take a powerful blow as you're kind of being hurled through this.
It's 7.
Ooh, okay. So you're gonna take one from the lower list.
All right, so I'll take 2 conditions from that because
Okay. Ooh,
this
you
is
might
the
not be
second
in-
time I've been smacked around
All right.
that far. So
you might not be in so great shape. Maybe your friends help you out, but they won't get an opportunity to right away because you land on at the feet of a bunch of yum-yums, and also Billy Acknow. He's looking down at you. The yum-yums are all chewing something. They spit, and it is bubblegum, which is like fusing your arms and legs together. And they lift you up and put you like on a big kind of flat cracker wafer sort of platform. And Billy Acknow says, "I don't remember inviting you. What's your name?"
I invited myself, and then I'm gonna try to break out of the gum with my mystic strength.
Ooh, okay, give me Unleash Your Powers. Mark potential, mark that potential.
You get yourself stuck worse.
Failure equals potential.
You know,
That's true.
I barely marked any potential so far.
Yeah, you've been doing pretty good.
Same here.
I mean,
That's like Battle Girl. She
yeah,
barely-
knock on wood though, so because who knows what will happen
Hey.
next. Anyway,
Let's
he says going somewhere without an invitation is a bad thing to do. And you know what happens to bad little boys and girls on Sweet Island? They get punished. They don't get a treat, they become a treat. I think that's why you're here. You went to see another girl that I invited to Sweet Island, though she really didn't want to go. She was rude. That's another sin. And Billy Acknow takes care of every sin. You're going to go to the Candy Bar Hall of Fame. You wanted to see that girl? Congratulations. You're going to be right up there next to her.
Perfect.
So
Working out just as I planned.
the Yum Yums carry you away.
You know, it's not so bad being turned into candy.
So the rest of you guys, you have made it through some kind of a cool action. Yeah. You guys have made it through this the Lollipop Forest. You enter another little tunnel, and what you reach now is the Candy Bar Museum, the Candy Bar Hall of Fame. There's lots of different. It's like kind of like a fancy art museum, a little bit different than the candy-based wilderness you experienced last time. There's all these candy bars on very fancy, white wallpapered museum-looking settings. Giant candy bars, though, not little ones. There's all different varieties. You got your peanut butter, your nougat, your fruit-filled ones, and then you got some strange-looking ones where you can see the outlines of human shapes under the chocolate, under the caramel, looking a little bit like Han Solo and Carbonite for our second Star Wars reference. You can kind of imagine that. Kind of faint, but you can see, a head here, a hand here, kind of reaching out of this strange candy bar museum. And it's all kind of built in this big round chamber. In the center of it, there is a river of chocolate flowing through a tunnel to the next area. Billy Acknow says, "Welcome, welcome to the Candy Bar Museum. Please take a round, take a look, take a taste. Everything here is edible and delicious. Some of it is not vegetarian, but don't let that stop you. I happen to find that the tastiest fruits are those that are forbidden."
I've got to warn everybody, and I can't stress this enough. Don't eat things around here.
Agent Cog is like, "I am a robot and cannot eat anything, but thank you for the warning."
I mean, excluding people that don't eat, or whatever you is.
A robot, my dear.
Are there Yum Yums around?
There's a bunch of Yum Yums kind of hanging out in the corner watching you.
Okay. I want to blast blast them.
Okay. Alright, roll
Yeah.
roll directly engage, yeah.
Well, that would be freak, right?
Directly engage is danger.
Oh,
Yeah, because I think you're going to be taking like...
Oh, I'm taking them on? Like, physically?
you just want to like blow some up, or do you want to
Yeah,
like...
I just want to, like, hurt them.
Okay. I guess I'll just unleash your powers, so I'm not changing
I mean,
my mind.
it's fine. It's either, like, an 11 or a 13.
Okay. Alright, I'll say unleash your powers. Yum Yum, I mean, it's not killing. They were never really alive, perhaps. They're just candy creations.
You blow them up,
them
and they're
into
like,
corners.
"Thank you."
Wish for this.
Kill me! Yeah, a peppermint one just blows up. Fragments go everywhere.
Oh, jeez.
Some of these fragments hit the river of chocolate, and as you hit them, you can see they're like scheming. And while this is going on, Gloria Guppy is going over to the river, and she's like, "It's a river, I'm a fish."
Wait, no,
Oh,
don't.
okay.
I think Pavel here, something like that happened to you in this river, right? That was your thing? You got put in the river, you turned into a chocolate egg guy?
Well, that was the first part of it, but I don't know if the river... This looks like kind of a different one than the one I fell in. It looks a bit more dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know if swimming in the river is a great idea.
Probably not. Gloria Guppy says, "Fair warning, I'll take a step back." And Agent Cog says, "Well, this does present us with something of a dilemma. The river leads on, but the river is dangerous in some way. I'm not sure how exactly... I'm not sure what will be our car on down this treacherous river Styx." That's a classical reference. You may not get it.
Quick question. So does this thing lead into like a tunnel?
Yeah.
That's just me asking. Okay, I got an idea, guys. So you can fly, right? And you can fly.
Yes.
Who else can fly? Anyone.
Gloria Guppy says, I can swim, but,
Yeah,
well,
but we've established that.
yeah, that's not very useful. Sorry.
Okay. So, you can fly, you can fly. You don't know if you how much, like, lift do you have on it? Like, how many, can you carry any people?
More than likely, yes.
Neil the Man used to carry people on a grappling hook.
Okay.
It was very dangerous, and I don't know.
So here's my suggestion. I turn into a gum hammock, okay? I can carry everybody else inside of my hammock, and you hold one end, and I'll basically stick myself to both of you. So just, fly carefully, because otherwise everybody's down in the river, That's my solution. If somebody's got a better idea, then I'm all for hearing it.
Is Zach now
I know
still
that you're
speaking
not even-
over the speaker?
Yeah,
no.
he's not there.
He's not there. He was speaking, through speakers.
Well, I bet Jason isn't here either.
No, Jason he was taken by the Yum Yums.
Yeah, did I ever find out at where he went? Did I see him get blown?
Not really. You were a little busy with those bears and getting through the lollipop forest. He just kind of disappeared.
So right now we've got Comrade O, right? We
Yeah,
have
you got Comrade O.
Cogsworth,
Agent Cog, and
Agent Cog.
Gloria Guppy.
Gloria Guppy.
Tarantula is there, but he was there for a little, but yeah, he's kind of gone ahead somehow.
Screw Tarantula.
Good idea. He's
So-
quite evil.
We're looking at 4 people in the gum hammock, basically.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the bear and go my own way because I don't trust anything to do.
You're
with
gonna ride on the gummy
this
bear?
one. No, I'm gonna create, I guess, like boots I can walk on or like not a magic carpet, but like a board.
Okay.
Where the bear and I can stand on, and it'll take us down this river.
All right. So you use your burn to do that, and you just hop onto that and float on ahead.
Yep.
All right. You turn yourself into a boat. All right. So
Well,
roll.
not a boat, a gum hammock to stretch between the two of them.
Oh,
don't
I
touch
see.
the
So you're not
water.
actually touching. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I see. Okay.
And they're going to carry me and 3 now people
Yes.
in the hammock.
Let's have everybody roll. Or actually, I'm gonna have. Yeah, I'm gonna have everybody roll
I've
unleash your powers and we kind of like a group. thing
very
to see if it
successfully
works.
turned myself into a gum hammock.
All right, you're a great gum hammock. Let's see how good you are at flying and supporting the weight. How'd you do?
Well, my condition,
Uh-oh.
let's see here,
I
would
got
normally be a
enough.
6.
All right.
Either way, it's a failure, so...
Hey,
Mark potential. You're gonna be leveling up soon, perhaps. So good news. You get about halfway down this river of molten chocolate. You can see it is like it's a boiling hot fudge of a dangerous kind. But as you kind of you leave sort of the art gallery area. You're going into kind of a large cavern. It's getting bigger and bigger as you go through it. Then, Agent Cog, perhaps you got a little bit too close to the edge. Maybe your grip wasn't so great on her gum hammock. He goes over the side, and he falls into the chocolate. And he's like, bloody hell, if I could taste, this might be delicious. As he's covered in boiling hot fudge and is sinking into there.
Is there anything that we can do to help him? Or
Perhaps.
A grappling hook.
Well, actually, as you're eating that grappling hook, you notice something else. There's actually a shore on both sides. It's kind of like it's a grotto.
Oh.
And on one of these shores, you hear the Yum Yum singing their customary Yum 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 song as Jason is wheeled out on his wafer bench stretcher. Yeah. He is put under a big tube of molten chocolate that is spilling down, turning him into a candy bar. And next to him, you can see another such candy bar with a female outline trapped inside. And the Yum Yums start putting you in there. It's very much the Goldfinger, no, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die kind of laser drill, but with dripping chocolate about to bury you in that and turn you into a candy bar. And Plump calls out, "Oh no, you must help him!
Okay.
How
His
long-
life should not be the living hell that mine is."
I forgot about
You see this too, Dick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's on there. He's a giant Easter egg. He weighs like very little.
I try to break the wafer at this point by moving the body once they've.
Oh, sure, like kind of snapping it back.
Yeah.
Okay, your hands are still frozen, but maybe you can break it free. Give me unleash your powers for that.
That'll be a 9.
Ooh, okay. So that's one. I think 9 is you do it, but there's consequences.
Yes.
All
Or
right.
it's
So
temporary.
yeah, it's temporary.
Although it's temporary makes no
Unleash my
sense when you're
powers.
trying to break something. You can't really break something temporary.
Well, I'll say like you don't totally break free. You manage to like kind of rip a hole in the back of this giant graham cracker-esque back for you that you're stuck on, and you sort of you're still kind of stuck to it, and you are able to kind of stand up and move your upper body. However, some of that chocolate does spray down, hits your pants, kind of up to your knees, and it's fusing that to the cracker.
So I can't
I'm
move
still
my hands or my legs.
holding on.
Yeah, your
My
hands are
grip is
free. Or,
basically
well, not really. Your
done
hands are
for,
still
so I think we
gummed
try
together.
Now, is
Set
the
everyone down on the
wafer
shore,
on,
and I was gonna
like
go
on
see
my
if I could
back?
defend
Does it
him.
extend past my...
I'm gonna try to see
Yeah.
if I can get the roll back up.
And
But you
the
can
yum-yums?
sort of sit up. Yes, yum-yums are all around you.
Why don't you and I work together? We'll set the people down on the shore, and you and I can work together to get the robot out of the
Yeah.
river.
Yeah.
And then we can see Jason.
Yeah, I was gonna go see if I can like do like a defend roll maybe, or
Ooh, yeah. So how are you gonna? Let's have you roll, and then we'll see it. We'll see how you what you're trying to do to get him out of that situation. Oh, cool.
plus savior, it's straight roll, so still 11.
Okay, so what do you do that successfully defends him from this chocolate downpour?
Let's see.
A chocolate rain, I guess you could call it. Yeah.
And that's why you gotta turn your face away from the microphone.
I guess I would just sort of
Yeah, I know. So many fun
lack
references.
of better and just sort of fly over and just sort of break him out, I guess.
Okay. You are still kind of holding that hammock, though, so what do you
Well,
do?
Could I like
She's
hand off one
stretchy.
end? Kind of?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna set it down on shore
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah, I thought we were saying.
Oh, I see what you're
Yeah.
doing. Okay.
Basically,
Alright.
set it down and then
So
rush
you
over.
plop there, you zoom over.
Yeah,
You're
it's-
able to kind of... Oh, sorry, I was interrupting.
Oh, sorry. I sort of turned from a. He lets go, and I turn from like a gum hammock to a gum bag,
Okay.
so that he can drop everybody off at shore.
All right, so you're carrying this whole thing aloft. You drop the bag down. Meanwhile, you fly in, you pull them away. A bunch of wafer cracks and falls around you. And apart from your hands being gummed, you are free. Oh, and your legs are chocolately infused, but you can stand up. You kind of gotta.
And can
Yeah.
I sort of try and melt the chocolate away and
Let's see you do unleash your powers.
actually does the successful defend doesn't what's that?
Meanwhile, Agent Cog is still in the chocolate singing,
Add a team to the
and
pool.
some other bad stuff's gonna happen.
Oh, under clear condition.
I-
Yes.
I rolled an unleash your powers to get myself unstuck from the people that were in my gum bag.
Okay.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Oh.
Amazing.
Yeah, I am very thoroughly sticking them all together in a big
Oh,
gummy
no.
ball on the
It's
shore.
very bad. Comrade O is like, typical American.
Powers.
Even my strength cannot break free. Ah!
That's true, because
boy.
I do have impenetrable armor and human might.
Yeah.
Gloria Guppy is like, human gum, I don't know, I hate this. Stop it, it's getting into my gills.
You guys are making it worse. You're getting me ground into your hair and stuff. Stop struggling.
Pavel Plump is like, we are all doomed. Oh! And he's crying caramel tears and mixing with everybody.
Alright. I got an 8 for unleash powers, so
Ooh, alright. Yes, you were able to melt the chocolate on his boots. Let's have DXG. You're sailing ahead with your weird two-headed gummy bear.
Yeah.
What are you
I'm
doing?
Sorry.
Like, I hear some commotion, but I'm just gonna
Ignore it?
ignore
Oh,
it.
dang,
Just
alright.
keep going.
Yeah.
You just sail on ahead.
Yes,
Just running away.
DXG just
Great.
wants to get that the spear or whatever.
Yeah, the fang.
The thing. Thank you.
Okay, Cloud Singer.
Yeah.
You got Agent Cog still behind you. These guys are all tied up. And you can see the Yum-Yums have actually picked up the chocolate holding the female form and are carrying it away, running down the hall, going yum, 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 as they're escaping.
Well, multiple situations. All right.
Uh-huh.
Who's in immediate danger?
I would say Agent Cog is going to be under chocolate and
Yeah.
dead, melted away into nothing in a little bit. He's got to get out of there.
So, gonna go up to like the bank of the river, and I'm going to part the waves.
Whoa!
The
All right.
big sound wave.
Hot fudge Moses.
This may or may not work. It worked. 11.
Nice.
Whoa. Okay, so describe what happens there.
So I'm going to put my hand right above it. And I'm just going to focus and have a huge sound wave just go straight up the middle of the river, right where Ancient Cog is. Hopefully he drops down and he's able to move and get out.
All right. Yeah, he pulls himself free, and he's like, "This Savile Row suit is ruined, but otherwise I appear to be unharmed. Thank you, good man."
Worry about the suit later. Get out of the boiling lake.
Good idea. He pulls himself free. He's up on the shore with the rest of you guys.
There you go. Now, I wonder if I can use some of that river to drown the yum-yums in it.
Ooh, okay. You can maybe haul it up and throw it at them. Perhaps you had some help directing that hot
tsunami
fudge.
of chocolate.
I mean, it could go wrong and fall on all your friends, but I don't know. Is there anything you guys can do to help
Well,
this?
there's nothing anybody stuck in the gun can do to help.
Okay.
But Jason, seeing
You two
that-
aren't stuck in the gun.
Jason now having his legs free thanks to the agent here, and seeing his goal running away, he's going to go and attempt to take out as many yum-yums as he can that are carrying Nadia, who he came here for.
Okay, give me a directly engage.
Alright, I'm going to use my legacy move to fight the good fight, and just try to do that, and that'll be a 9.
Okay, so what does that move do?
So for fighting a good fight, I'm pulling my punches as opposed to fully unleashing on the yum-yums.
Okay.
Such as I want to get them off there, but at the same time I don't want them to drop
Okay.
Nadia.
So you're
So it
able to
comes up
kind
with
of...
just punches and kicks and
Alright. You send those yum-yums flying back, bouncing against the walls, and the chocolate bar containing Nadia falls to the ground.
try to see if it did it break at all, or is it solid?
It's still solid. She's still safe within there. Or whole, as far as you can tell.
Then he will try to break that open as well.
Okay. You were able to rip
like
through
a
the
cocoon,
chocolate.
right?
What was that?
Is it a cocoon-like thing? Around there?
Yeah. And as you're like smashing through the chocolate, you can see that she is alive. You can like see that her body is kind of moving. She was sort of buried alive within the chocolate. But you're able to mostly get her out, though she is covered in chocolate, a bit tastier perhaps than she used to be. But she is overall okay.
Safer than she was admitted.
Nice.
And you can see further on, you're in this trail going through the cave. It heads into a very vast cavern. As you peer up ahead, you can see the tarantula has gone ahead of you. He's now walking down this peppermint bridge across a big boiling lake of hot fudge, heading towards this control panel, this sort of atrium, where Billy Acknow is waiting for him. And the Fang is on a pedestal in the center of it.
Well, I'm going to clear the angry condition for breaking something.
Oh, that's true.
Or hurting
Yeah,
someone, because
yeah.
I hurt the... I did, even though I pulled my punches, I still hurt the yum-yums. So I clear one condition there.
Okay. Trouble
I
gun.
have a couple quick questions. Number one, can I try to roll Unleash Your Powers again to unstick everybody? And number two, is DXG up in the room?
DXG is going to reach it and in fact, I'll do that next scene. Let's have you roll so you can unstick everybody.
Okay, so you're okay with me trying again?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's been a while.
Okay, yeah.
Alright, you managed to, everyone's unstuck.
Yeah.
Conrad O spits out some gum and is like, disgusting.
Yeah, well, I'm not
American
that crazy.
confection.
I'm not that crazy about being made of the crap either. Okay.
Gloria Guppy says, well, at least it wasn't your fault. At least we got it all out. And Pavel Plump is like, perhaps there is hope for us after all. So, yeah, a little
In fact, I grow 2 more arms to give 2 more
give
thumbs
double
up.
thumbs up. So meanwhile, DXG, you and the two-headed bear, which I don't know if you want to give him a weird name or something.
Siamese.
Siamese the gummy bear.
It's Siamese.
Yeah. You float your way into the center. You're at this kind of the lake of hot fudge. The island where sort of the control panel, the altar is all at the center. and there's a bunch of peppermint bridges connecting it with the shore, but the boiling hot fudge is all around it.
Okay.
Tarantula is walking up to Billy Acknow to get the Fang, like I said, is on a little pedestal. Billy Acknow, as Tarantula's walking over, he holds up a finger, and he's like, "Now, you're being a little bit hasty. You're not taking very good care of your friends. I saw you just let go of your the old Nazi pal to be carried away and turned into some German candy of some kind. And now here you are. I consider that a sin. And here on Sweet Island, if you're not sweet, you get punished. Meanwhile, my little cinnamon friend here has been waiting all along, and I really want to see his true form." But before he can do that, as he's like getting ready to give the Fang to you, Tarantula starts doing something. He kind of... Oh, no. Not a fun dance, so it might look like one at first. He's opening up, more arms are coming out, and one of them is projecting a little hologram of a figure that you as players know. It is Weaver, the head of Spider, who is like, "You candy-making fool! You think we're going to pay? You think Spider pays money for such things? You think Spider takes kindly to betrayal, to being robbed? No, sir. We don't. We are not robbed. We do the robbing. And now this belongs to Spider." And a bunch of those gunships blow a big hole in the rooftop. Spider commandos, also robots, are like rappelling down with a bunch of machine guns. As they're doing that, more Yum-Yums charge out from the side. They have gumdrop cannons, and they are blasting up gumdrops as these Spider guys are shooting down. Tarantula extends a bunch of blades, a bunch of various weaponry, and he's going for Billy Acknow trying to get the Fang. Acknow grabs the Fang and starts running his way to safety up one of those peppermint bridges. So, DXG, what do you do? And then meanwhile, the rest of you guys are hearing a crazy gunfight going on in the next chamber.
Okay. So he's running on one of those bridges.
Yeah, he's like trying to get away. You can tell he's trying to reach you, but like Tarantula has gotten a rocket launching device for one of his arms and is like firing at him, trying to keep him away from you.
Okay, I'm gonna put a barrier between Acknow and the rocket so that he doesn't get blasted when he's trying to give me the Fang. So, one burn, let's see how it goes. It's an 11.
Ooh, alright, that barrier flies up, the blast goes into it, and Acknow is safe. And he's holding up the Fang, and he says, DXG, come here, claim your destiny.
I'm gonna send Siamese to go get the...
Okay.
For me.
The weird Siamese waddles over, grabs the Fang, and starts bringing it back, but then he starts melting. His, like, two heads are crying in pain.
Oh no!
As he's turned into a big gummy puddle. Oh. And he makes it halfway across that bridge and melts and just drips into it. The Fang falls down there. Fang goes, it's been a while, but it's like a glowing triangle, a spear, about the size of a head of a spear. And it is now sitting there alone on this peppermint bridge, which then takes a rocket from one of the gunships. Peppermint bridge sways crazily, and it looks like the whole thing is about to fall into the boiling lake of hot fudge. Meanwhile, we'll come back to you in a second. Our quartet in the next chamber, what are you guys doing?
So we see all this happening out in the other.
Yeah, you're kind of rushing through the tunnel that leads to this this cavern where this battle is ongoing.
Now, is this like Willy Wonka, where literally everything is made out of candy?
I mean, the rock is rock, but the lake is hot fudge.
Okay.
The bridges are peppermint. There's peppermint furnishings around.
Right. In the other chamber, it's all candy or no?
A good portion of it is candy, but some of it is not. What are you looking for in particular?
I'm looking for the opportunity to do my moment of truth.
Okay, yes, this will be a moment of truth time, I think.
Okay.
I think DXG's moment of truth is on the way too, actually.
Oh, is it?
Do you have that unlocked?
I don't.
I'm going to unlock it for you using my powers, my own superpowers, as running a game.
So, what she's doing is she moves into the next chamber as quickly as possible, and she's doing the spring thing, and then she just looks like she disappears into the ground.
Whoa. Okay.
And then everything that's candy in the room turns bubblegum pink.
Whoa.
So, my moment of truth. It's so easy. I'm going to say it in her accent.
Yeah, go
because
for it. I
want
mean,
to.
she's thinking it, so that makes sense.
It's so easy to forget that you're not your body and you're not the voice in your head. You're both. Be the monster and save them anyway. Smash down walls and speak softly, because when you embrace it, you can do anything. Of course, putting on a display like this is sure to rile up those who only see a monster when they look at you. So, everything that's candy is suddenly bubblegum.
So we have this hot foot, this lake of bubblegum.
Right. Like,
Bubblegum bridges, including the one holding the fang.
yeah. And all these spider agents that are coming down are just getting picked off like grapes off of a vine and pulled into the gum. And the gum's making a noise like... and it's like sort of her face occasionally emerges, but kind of not. It's really disgusting and unsettling. Sort of like something, like the Blob, basically. And like people are being pulled in and dissolved into candy. Like, it's just like anybody that's in there other than DXG and the Fang who are being conspicuously left alone are getting yanked in and dissolved into like the gummy mess and making the thing bigger and bigger.
All
as
right.
like walls start crumbling.
Okay.
That's gross.
Yeah. So the battle of tide has turned, I think, thanks to this moment of truth. But there's still a fight to be had. There's still those helicopters buzzing around, shooting the place up with rockets. There's still the Yum-Yums shooting their gumdrop cannons. You've still got Nadia, who is kind of recovering, getting her consciousness back at this moment. And Tarantula is still in the middle of it. He's now like tons of weapons are coming out of him, blades are coming out of his secondary arms, and he's chopping his way at Troublegum as he's trying to reach back now in the Fang.
Definitely attacking Tarantula too.
Yeah, he's fighting. He's managing to hold his own against it. Cloud Singer, what do you do?
Well, there's a hole in the ceiling right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to call in air support.
Ooh, all right.
Yep, remote control UFO.
Okay. I'm not gonna make you roll for that, but you're able to how do you summon the UFO? What do you do?
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, you just got a handy
Yep.
remote control.
That's all I got it here in the first place.
All right. You can see it's buzzing over to help you guys get out. Flair, Rainier, what are you doing?
I make an interesting sort of. I look up, see the ship, I'm like, that looks familiar. Oh well. Sort of fly up and sort of.
There are a lot of helicopters shooting the place up. Some getting slapped with gum and exploding, but
I was going to say, a few of them are probably getting pulled in.
oh, for sure, or just being covered. There, the rotors are gummed up and they blow up as they crash.
Let's see if I can take out one of these shoppers with a plasma bolt.
All right, good idea. That'll make the ascent a little safer. Maybe not.
Not really. It's
Not really.
All right, well, mark potential. You level.
Oh my gosh,
hey,
you just leveled
what
up.
happened?
Wow, awesome. See, there's something good to come of that.
okay.
The bad that comes of that is that you are hit with a minigun. You are just machine gunned by one of these helicopters, these gunships.
So would that be a powerful
Yes,
blow?
that's a powerful blow.
Wait, UFO, can I use that as a savior?
Oh, okay, yeah, roll defend.
Yeah.
Maybe you could attract him, you could pull him in. How we do with the savior?
10.
Oh, all right. So the machine gun's about to open fire on you when. How does the UFO work? How does it save you?
It's probably just a bunch of, weird alien weaponry on it. So I would assume there's something that could give him like a personal shield.
Oh, sure.
Or maybe it could catch the bullets
Ooh,
and
okay.
redirect them at the helicopter.
Oh, yeah. So some force field comes around you and the bullets are being deflected, flying back. Jason, what are you doing? You got Nadja, who is coming to and being like, what happened?
You were kidnapped. Your father asked me to look into it, and there's heroes all around. You just gotta stay next to me, stay behind me. He
Okay.
says, somewhat insecurely because he hasn't been so successful this time keeping anyone safe.
She says,
And he's
"What?"
very outnumbered.
She's like, "What exactly happened to me? I don't know much of. I can't remember much.
You were kidnapped by Billy Acton.
Was I turned to candy? Is that giant Easter egg staring at me?
Yes, and yes.
There's also a giant
my God.
bubblegum monster in the next
What is going on in there?"
You just need to stay close because these are the only people who can help us get out of here alive.
I'm okay. She's very confused by this very confused
I
situation.
got it. Just kind of remote
Just
control.
stay behind me, Nadia.
All right, DXG. Acknow is like in the middle of the sinking bridge. He's holding up the fang, and he's being like, "Claim your cinnamon destiny."
Okay, so he's holding it up. I can reach it?
Yeah. So you touch it,
Yes.
and something weird happens. We had a cool psychedelic sound effect. Maybe now would be the time. Oh well.
He's not here.
Okay, that's all right. Yes, perfect. So this fang is somehow your kind have been taken from your own dimension, refracted through this fang, brought into our dimension, and used in various ways by cosmic entities. And now the thing is kind of your scientist who originally summoned you and that you took his body. He started the process of bringing you in from this dimension, but it didn't quite work. You ended up just mimicking his form. This Fang, the Fang, finishes the job. So your human form falls away and your true nature is revealed. So you're in your moment of truth. What does it say for your moment of truth?
Okay.
You can read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So moment of truth. Your mind's eye opens and you can see the world around you like never before. You can control it at will with ease. Of course, warping reality tends to have ramifications down the line, but in your moment of godhood, how could you possibly be worried?
So what happens to you as the human shell, the DXG mask falls away? What's underneath?
I am just a ball of like pure energy, and there's like I'm glowing green like the LSD I was taking, and also like my hair that it was green. And then so I remember everything what I was sent to do. But do I do like a physical act now, or do I say the memory?
You can do both. Like you have vast reservoirs of power are now available to you as this entity.
Okay.
And you can also remember kind of what you are and what sort of what you were in the previous dimension, if we as humans can even comprehend that kind of thing. And what you want to be now. Yeah, weird psychedelic noise might be cool. I was saying a little earlier. So what do you do? What's your action now that you have this immense power?
Right now, I'm gonna freeze time. People are still aware, like they're conscious, but they can't move. And I'm just gonna do a very Futurama-esque thing. I just go around and I just I can't really do anything, but I use my like form to push everyone out to take us back to like not on the Candy Island. So we're back at I guess headquarters.
Sentinel City?
Yeah, Sentinel City.
Whoa.
Where what is our place called?
Oh, the Society of Sentinels.
Society of Sentinels. Yeah.
The headquarters.
ship?
I did not get this. Well, I guess so. I guess I took everything that
Yeah.
belonged to us,
Okay, cool.
and then I took you guys.
Otherwise,
too.
my dad
and
would kill me.
Nadia.
Okay, and Plump, I hope.
And Plum. Yes.
Yeah, the Easter egg boy.
I don't know if he's. Yeah.
Does that mean a giant gum monster? Just
Yeah, is a giant gum
gum
monster there?
Yes.
I guess so. You just kind of splat down and you cover up the walls and everything, and
Right.
everyone's kind of stuck in your gummy mass.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've been purposely avoiding people that I like, but I am hungry. Hey, there's a fiddle.
Okay, so those two control yourself.
That was basically I was rolling mundane to see if I could like snap to being
Yeah.
not thinking like a giant blob monster anymore. I'm definitely a giant blob monster.
All right. So unfortunately, you guys have some friends and yourselves.
Because I don't feel like moment of truth ends just like that.
Yeah. who are in danger of being absorbed by this monster. What are you guys going to try and do to calm her down, to make her remember who she is, and to save your friends and yourselves before you're devoured by bubblegum?
Ooh.
Well, it's still frozen, right?
Yes.
Like, the time is still frozen, so...
Okay,
Or
well,
like-
yeah, I mean, I think it's people are starting to come out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, because that was like a
She's
huge...
gonna absorb everything there, basically.
She is. I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless she's stopped, unless you guys can to talk her down.
I mean, I was just trying to figure out, like, what would justify ending my moment of truth, and I'm like, well, mundane.
yeah.
She failed me.
Well, maybe you guys used to could calm her down and make her...
Can I
You're an
bring,
advantage with rolling one day.
Can I bring Double Trouble and Baby Trouble
Yeah.
like in front of her?
Oh, yeah, you're still in cosmic god mode. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
something. Okay, so you teleport them, and what are the rest of you guys doing?
I was gonna see if I could
Double
use a-
Trouble and Baby Bubble, you mean?
Well, I was gonna use one of my moves, which is to basically comfort someone in order by showing them that they are the best of humans.
Oh, okay. So what do you say to her? How do you show her that she's a great example of humanity?
Well,
Giant blob monster.
I know, bubblegum. Yeah.
your amazing display was very instrumental in saving the lives of many people here, and for that you should be very much commended for your actions. And to me, in my eyes, you seem to be one of the very best of this world. So sort of.
All right. So roll for comfort, or roll for that move. Yeah.
Which is, for me, it's plus freak. So it's an 8.
Okay, you're feeling a lot better.
Okay, so what's an 8 do? Is that a comfort or support?
It's a comfort
It
and
is
support.
comfort and support. Yeah.
On a hit, they mark potential, clear condition, or shift labels
What's
if
marking
they open up.
Mark potential is the XP, the level up,
Yeah.
which you can do. And I'm going to say because of that, and because of Baby Bubble and Double Trouble, you're starting to feel a little bit more like yourself. Your emotions are coming back. So far, you have a +2 to your mundane roll. What are the rest of you guys doing to help her feel better?
So right here, where are we in the main room with all the statues?
Yeah, all now covered with gum and filled with the blobby gum monster.
Is there any area in here that's clear?
Like the stairs, but unless she's stopped, she's going to absorb that too.
Oh, okay. Well, for Jason's move, the only thing he can do is lift Nadia and attempt to pull her out of the gum and keep her away from it. So I don't know if you want to defend for that one.
I'll say that's okay. You're able to kind of walk your way out of there. Cloud Singer, what are you doing to help her?
What are the constructs' name again?
It's Double Trouble and Baby Bubble.
Double Trouble and Baby Bubble. I'm going to give them the voices of Rockadile and, I would say, Little Girl, and have them speak to her.
Ooh, okay. What do you hear them say?
Just trying to calm her down a bit better. Well, calm her down. I didn't really know Rockadile all that well.
Well, you kind of know. He says, "Hey, little mama." What he
You
often
can have
say.
him play a bitch and guitar solo.
Oh, sure.
Dear, where?
So I can say, this one's for you, little mama.
All right,
Play the guitar.
Kat.
Okay.
You think is that enough for Chubblegum to?
Yeah, let me try it again. Do I get an extra plus or something?
Yeah, you're like a +5, I think.
Do I roll?
Okay.
Or?
No. That's okay. I think.
Okay. She reforms because she leveled up. And I don't have the Doomed playbook in front of me. But one of my options is take a Doom track and Doom signs from the Doom playbook. She's doomed now.
Oh no. Okay. Well, at least for the moment, she's reformed.
Okay.
She is. But she sorrowfully walks over to Double Trouble, and Baby Bubble touches them, and they dissolve.
The
Okay.
last strum of the guitar.
Yeah. Sorry, you're dead.
And there's a little bit more
I
sadness too
understand
because
that now.
because DXG, its ascension continues.
Yes. So I'm gonna just make a general announcement. I finally remember why I am here. So I am from a different galaxy where we exist in a non-physical form. We occasionally visit your people, and your people often call us oracles. and so we temporarily take over someone's body. But because I've been in a physical form for so long, I couldn't remember anything about my past. I was sent here by my people to see the worth of humans and whether it is worth helping in the evil that is to come in the next decade. But I find that that would be too much effort, and I don't believe we will be assisting you with the evil within Earth.
Whoa.
Seriously?
Hail Paragon.
Whoa. And with that,
We didn't even know there was a test.
you
That's
failed.
the point.
Yeah, I mean,
And with that message, DXG, or the being formerly known as DXG, the entity, lifts its way up through the ceiling and just ascends and flies away into the cosmos, into its own dimension.
Well, screw you too.
Oh, man.
you tell him. Is Billy Ackno still there?
No, he's back at Ackno Island. He wasn't teleported with you. You're not sure what happened to him. She got out your friends. She didn't get out Tarantula or any of the the bad guys. They're still stuck there in that
It's the
Candy
Fang
Island
still
battling
there.
it out.
She got
Is what,
back
sir?
her
It's the
friends
Fang
and
still
stuff.
there.
It is, yes. So, very importantly, the Fang is still there. It's sitting there on the floor.
We still need to get the Fang.
It's just sitting there on the floor.
Um,
Professor Diesel comes
Oh.
down and says,
Here.
I don't know what happened, and I don't know if I want to know.
so is the fang I'm guessing is metal, right?
Yeah, it's kind of glassy, it's green and glowing.
Could I possibly sort of do like a electromagnetic kind of a thing to sort of have it just float for a little bit?
Yeah, so you kind of lift it up.
Yeah.
Professor Diesel says, "Oh, Agent Rainier, you're the CIA asset who was sent to help them."
Yes, that is correct.
So I gotta ask, how'd they do?
Fairly well. There were some complications, partially my doing, but they adapted well.
And what about this one? We didn't send him.
No, he sort of was there when I arrived. He seems very capable, though.
Well, sir, what's your name? And more importantly, what's your superhero name?
Well, I'm Jason. This is my friend Nadia. But yeah, I just I don't know. I've always felt different, but I honestly don't know.
Well, you're clearly not. I mean, we got facilities here to help you understand your powers, to help you train with them, practice them. And I'll be honest, these guys might need the help.
Yeah.
Well, I might need the practice.
I would like you to stay as well, Agent Rainier, especially since you just
Of course.
got the thing.
And we do have a vacancy now.
Oh, yes, after DXG ascended into
Yes,
another
that was-
dimension, I guess.
Would you say that I have heard of these beings?
Yeah, you might have, I would say,
Okay.
but like, kind of as a legend, almost.
Yeah, I was not sure if those beings existed, actually. So,
I guess they do, and I think we have some trouble that we'll have to talk about very shortly. I got some news I got to share with all of you. You'll see it as soon as you come out of here. Trouble Gum.
Okay, I had a question for you.
Yes.
So now that she's got the Doom signs, I would actually like to take a mark on the Doom track to have dark visions about what just happened with what's to come.
Ooh,
so when
okay.
when that threat happens of like they're coming but we're not going to save you, like, and that's kind of why I wanted to jump in here. Like she instantly goes into having a vision of the thing that's coming. So my question is, what's coming?
What's coming? All right. Well, you have this vision. Approaching Earth, there is a giant spaceship. It is humongous. It is like half the size of the entire planet. It's got tons of smaller ships flying around with it. Inside on the bridge of this massive flagship, a large, giant alien entity is looking down at Earth. You can't see much of him, but you know he's like twice the size of a human. You can see him looking down, regarding our world, and smiling. And you know that this is the Tyrant. That the Fang is his, and he's about to make the Earth his as well. So, back in present day, cut back to the SOS. So, Professor Diesel says, this fang, a lot of people want it, though perhaps people isn't the right word. Come on outside and you'll see what I mean. As you head outside, you follow her out, and in the sky you can see there's lots of UFOs. There is like an alien convention taking place around Sentinel City. She says they showed up maybe about an hour ago. A lot of them want the Fang. They want to talk about it. They're very worried about someone called the Tyrant who's coming to claim it. Some of them say they want to help, but we're not sure. Actually, the President Kennedy himself, is going to arrive very shortly to meet with some of the ambassadors of these aliens and talk about what comes next. But I think we as a planet might be in some trouble, and I think we as heroes have got to step up and defend our world. And
Sounds like very the cause.
I look at her with blank, hollow eyes,
oh,
and it's like she doesn't have eyes at all. Like they kind of run out of her face. And she says, "The tyrant is coming, and we're all going to die." And then she melts into the ground.
and that'll be our final panel of the comic. That is the end of episode 3 of Sentinels of the Silver Age, which I should have mentioned the title. Clandestine Confections is what it was called. So, next time, The Doom from Beyond the Stars as our 4th issue, the penultimate issue of our Silver Age arc. So thank you very much for joining me. I'm really sorry to see Lucy go, but she's not going to be able to make it for that last 2.
But hey,
But I'll be here for the
here's
next
for
one.
Lucy.
Yes, very happy to have her back for our Bronze Age arc coming up. So let's kind of just real quick go around. Let me know. Do we have time for the final moments, you think? Yeah. Okay, so tell me, did you grow closer to the team, come into your own, or move away from the team? Cloud Singer, we'll start with you.
I feel like it grew closer to the team a little bit.
I definitely
felt
think
like
so.
we were even more of a team, you know?
Yeah, taking
Besides
over
the
that
secret
leadership
test.
role. For sure.
Yeah. And who made me feel welcome? Hey, Jason.
Hey.
The one who actually called me a superhero instead of a sidekick.
Oh, I know, we got a cool friendship there.
Romance.
You get it.
Troublegum, how about you?
I grew into the image of myself. She sees herself as no longer human or even of the earth anymore.
Whoa.
And that's why she just suddenly melted at the end, is she's sort of transcending time and space now. Like she's moved into her little private doom lair to contemplate like what's happened. So it's like she's realized she can fuse with anything that is organic, including the ground, including whatever. But it makes her feel even less human. So I'm definitely taking a mundane away, and I'm going to move her danger up.
Oh, sure. All right, Lucy, I know DXG is he might come back in another arc.
DXG has moved away from the team, literally.
Yes, I would say so. Moved away from our entire dimension. So, I think we know which one you're marking. You can feel free to mark it if you want to. But this character might return.
Yeah.
Nick, how about you?
I would say he grew closer to the team. I mean, they didn't really. He showed a lot of abilities that he didn't really talk about at first. So, and there was no real questioning from the team, so they just sort of accepted it. And so he was like, okay, this seems like a group who could eventually see more of him.
Cool.
So,
All right. Okay, moving more into the team. And then, Michael, for Jason, how's he doing with that?
Well, he feels like he grew closer to the team. He was welcomed by Cloud Singer, not seen immediately as just, a civilian, as he attempted to save someone even though it didn't work. That someone did return the favor. And then, even though he briefly met DXG teleported him and, most importantly, saved Nadia at the same time. So he grew closer to the team with that Hillbark potential, and if you allow, when Jason moves around, he sees a glint of some kind of shiny something
Absolutely.
in the background.
One of these, in fact, one of these statues of the founders, I'll say it, Athena, it seems very familiar, very interesting to you. Your mind is kind of fixed on the image of that statue. All right, well, I think that wraps it up for this session. Please tune in next Tuesday for Generation Hero Sentinels of the Silver Age, Episode 4, The Doom from Beyond the Stars.
Oh, I'm doomed.
Ooh,
Everything's
that's
doomed.
good.
We're all screwed.
Well, thanks for everybody coming and showing up. Yes, we'll have our next episode. We'll be here. We'll have our equipment back up and 110% ready to rock. Make sure and join us for that, everyone. I know a few of you will be back here rocking it out. Make sure and do the follow and all that good stuff. We're going to make sure and raid somebody tonight. Let's see here. Let's do playing board games. They're playing some Call of Cthulhu tonight. So let's send some of the viewers right over to them. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Enjoy.
Good night.
Thank you.
I'm giving you all 4 thumbs up.
Usually.